man, I'm so lit right now. It is 12 o'clock, 12:01 now, Friday, March 11th. I'm hoping to drop this video today, but it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. This idea has, just been a seed inside of me for honestly about a minute. I have to give props to my homie Lettuce and some of our homies back in Chicago that, they started a podcast. And for me, it was like, that's honestly super cool. That's honestly super dope. I've always been someone that's been interested in just, talking to people, just, conversing about anything. I feel like I have an open mind. Actually, online, I feel like I've shown evidence that I can be closed-minded, but I'm working on having an open mind to everything. But I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing to listen. I'm always willing to, give someone else the floor and give me some knowledge that I probably would have never learned had I not heard that. But man, that being said, I'm really just ecstatic right now. I'm literally on my shift. Gotta make the money somehow. One thing I want to always say is, if it don't make money, it's wasting your time. If it's not benefiting you, it's wasting your time. I'm an intrinsically motivated person. What that means is, if it's not benefiting me, it's usually not gonna really motivate me at the end of the day. And that's why I'm motivated by money. I'm motivated by success. I'm motivated by, comfortability in the future at this point. Like, I don't want to be working forever. I'm not a 9-to-5 type of person. I am a person that is sporadic. I want to be able to take a break whenever I want. I want to be able to, go on trips whenever I want. I want to be able to, go home whenever I want. I want to be able to go in whenever I want. I want complete freedom. That is the type of person I am. I am a free-spirited person. If I was an animal, I'll probably be... If I was an animal, damn. If I'm keeping it a buck, if I was an animal, I would probably be like a falcon or something. Like someone that just super speedy, like the pedigree falcon. Just flying across the world. Nothing's really stopping me. Huge wings, just very beautiful. Little, but let's get into it. So I have a little guideline here. This is going to be a very professional, very, very professional podcast. Obviously, it's going to be relatable, it's going to be personable, but, we're going to try to keep it professional, try to keep some order here, try to keep some, just by the book so I can stay focused, because as someone with ADHD, I am someone that's going to get off track, and you guys will most likely see me just kind of go on tangents, go on rants, like probably get off topic and probably most likely stray away from my guidelines, but it's here just so I can travel back to it and, combine the episode into a, what is the word I'm looking for? Combine the episode into a beautiful mess rather than a hideous mess. And that's what I'm going for. So, without further ado, welcome to Talk to Me Entertainment. And I'm your host, like every day, Nasir Jackson. We're about to get this kicked off. Talk to Me Entertainment. Man. Talk to Me Entertainment really is just... I feel like it's me. It's really just an extension of myself. It's my baby. What I see for this in the future, what I plan to do with this, I don't want to get into all that right now, just, step by step, but what I want this to become is a voice. That's what I see myself as. I see myself as a voice for those that don't want to speak for themselves at the end of the day. I see myself as a voice to those that don't know how to speak for themselves. They never are able to find the right words. I feel like I'm someone that has all these words, and I'm ready to talk for everybody. I'm ready to, say what's on my mind. I want to, pick people's brains. I want to see what's up. I want to reveal my most true self, genuinely, and be accepted for who I am. As in that sense, not in a society guidelines, this is what I have to think, blah 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 blah. I'm trying to be raw, authentic, remove the mask. That's what I want you to do. This is the main point of this podcast, is to remove the mask and get down to the nitty gritty dirty, the hideous. I want to see your real face. I want to see you fresh in the morning. I want to see you, freshly broken up with tears all over your face, distraught, snot bubbles. I want to hear those stories. I want to hear the raw, intense feelings. I'm diving into it all here. This is going to be a place where you see people talk about their come-ups, their struggles, their perseverance, their support systems, their lack of support systems, the people that have betrayed them, the people that, have shown them loyalty and how that makes them feel. Every single thing you could imagine will be on this podcast. Any ideas you want me to talk about, anything you think you would want to hear my opinion on that, I would need to do some research on that. I should do my due diligence for. Damn. I would love that. I would love to, get some topics to really learn about and talk about. Just because, like I said, I want to talk about everything. I'm on this earth to become knowledgeable about the whole entire world. I'm curious about every single thing, with the exceptions of a few things, blah blah blah. But every single thing, I'm trying to figure out what's up with it. Try it one time. Live your life. So, what's it called? The next thing on my list is going to be introspection. And that's under who am I? So, God damn. Look, you scared me. I am someone who thinks very highly of himself, and I hold myself to a very high standard. And when those standards aren't met, I do beat myself up, because I am my own worst enemy. No one can really beat me up like myself. That's why if someone else is giving me criticism or advice or whatever, it's more so I'll hear you, but for it to really register, I don't know what you have to do. I'll take it with a grain of salt and think about it and, make adjustments to my own perspective. I'll add your little bit of pizzazz to what I already have going on, and, make something new. And I feel like that's who I am as a person. As a person, I meet all these people. I feel like this is who anybody is in the world. We are as people, we meet all these people, and we are combinations of each other. Whether they're ideas, whether it's pieces of style, whether it's just thought processes, whether it's perspectives on different things. The interaction between each other is really what is the currency. It's the currency. It's what's going to further us as a nation, further us as a world, further us as a universe. It's energies being, given and exchanged, and just it's a continuous thing that will never die out. So it's like I love to be a part of it. I'm someone that wants to honestly exploit it. I'm someone that wants to talk about it. I'm someone that wants to be right in the mix and have it all come to me. Like that's really what I want to do. I'm someone that is a people person. At the end of the day, I'm someone that I would rather be surrounded by people. I can say that very honestly. Yeah, I do love being alone. Don't get me wrong. Don't like everybody needs their alone time. Everybody needs their time to unwind, their time to be alone with their own thoughts, the time to themselves where they can truly, be alone. Where you don't have anybody judging you. It's just you and the darkness. I love those times. I for sure carve those times out for myself. I'm someone that is a very detached person. I will for sure remove myself from things if I don't feel like I want to be there without any notice, just because it's me and it's how I feel personally. But dang, what was that's what I was saying. That's me personally. Like I'm someone that is a people's person. I get some people are not. But at the end of the day, I want to meet so many different types of people and come across just very interesting people in the world. I feel like there's so many different people in the world, and I've really come across just a few types. Obviously, just being in California, you meet a lot of the same people. You meet a lot of the different forms of the same people over and over and over again. Why? Because in this area that we're in, it's very easy to replicate. It's very easy to see what's gonna get you on and just do that. It's very easy to not really have an idea of your own and just kind of follow someone else's blueprint and then take that and run with it. Personally, I don't think I've ever really been that person. I've been someone that I've always wanted to pave my own way. I've always wanted to pave my own way, and I've always been someone who to preach to others to pave their own way. Like as a people person, I'm someone that's like I'm for the people and by the people and all that. Like it's like be yourself, be your happiest self. At the end of the day, be your happiest self, be your most authentic self. And if someone doesn't accept you, then it's like, who gives a flying fuck? Not everyone's gonna accept you, and if they don't, okay. If they have a reason, so be it. It's like I've come to terms with not being accepted by people, just like naturally, just not gonna vibe with some people. Like it early on in my life, I'm not gonna front. Like I made it a point to be super cool with everybody, always have like no beef and blah 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 blah, and like be just always super personable and everything. But I was just not. It's just not reality. It's not reality. Sometimes people just don't mess with you. Like sometimes you're just not gonna mix with certain people, and it just comes from just different things. Whether it's just demographics, whether it's just coming from different places, whether it's just you're not gonna relate because you don't have any commonalities. Like you don't have the same interests. Like and sometimes there's a case where you do. And those people are hella dope too, who are just cool with being themselves, and they are cool with meeting other people who aren't just like them. Who That's the type of person I am. I'm someone that wants to have, I don't know, I want to have a friend that's a lawyer. I want to have a friend that's a truck driver. I want to have a friend that's a doctor. Then I want to have a friend that's the homie that calls me from prison talking about what he does in there. Like I want to be surrounded by just an authentic world. Like I'm not someone that wants to be shielded or anything, or just like shine away from reality. Like I am someone that very much lives in his own reality, but at the end of the day, like I know what's going on in the real world, and it's like people should people really should just, be themselves. It sucks when you see people just not being themselves, or they're scared to, or they're kind of like just figuring out who they are. And my advice to those people is really just like, take it a step at a time. I'm someone that comes off as very confident, but at the end of the day, like, if I keep it a buck with you, that's all a front, and I'm good at it, super good. I'm not always confident. I'm not always just off the walls, just feeling myself. Like, I'm not always just looking in the mirror like, damn, Nas, you look great. Like, there's very often times where I'm like, damn, nigga, you're really ugly. It's like, fuck. Or I'm like, bro, you need to step it up. Like, you need to, like, do something. This is not working. This is not it. Or, like, I don't know, just really, sometimes I'm really just not a fan of myself. And it's really something that, like, at first, it would hit me super hard. I would feel like, what is going on? Like, but it's super normal. It's a very normal human experience to kind of like have self-doubts. It's very normal to look at yourself and, pick yourself apart, think about what you could do better, because naturally you're always wanting to do better. I feel like it's really just the inside of you telling yourself that you do still have room for improvement. There's never a time where you should stop. There's never a time where you should be settled with being at a point in your life and being like, yeah, I'm straight right now. This is the best I'm gonna be. Because that is when you peak. And peaking is the worst thing you can really do. Because once you peak, obviously the only thing you can do from there is go downhill. So that's why I feel like you should always just try to grow. And this is a place where I want to grow. And hopefully you guys see me grow. Hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from usually. Hopefully I'm able to explain myself clearly. I feel like this podcast is one to help me further explain myself in a way that, I might not want to do all the time, because I don't really feel the need to explain myself to a lot of people. I'm really someone that's like, if you don't understand what I just said, you don't understand it. But with this podcast, I can kind of go into detail. I can kind of reiterate. I can kind of, grill on the fact of, no, this is exactly what I mean about any topic. And I feel like this, you guys can come back to this like right now and you'll be like, okay, this is what he meant by that. But yeah. So introspection, examination of one's own mental, emotional processes. So honestly, right now, if I'm going to be introspective at this very point in my life, I literally just lost another car. The last car, the third car in the last 3 years, I believe. So it's like, man, I'm really at a point where I'm looking at myself. Like, am I the problem? Am I the problem? Like, what is going on to cause me to be in these circumstances where I'm in just different accidents? I'm in different accidents. I'm going through all these trials and tribulations. It's like, this is for sure just for my backstory. This is for sure. So when they make a documentary about me, or my autobiography, is this is that shit that was happening. This is what gave him all. This is what gave him all that experience. This is what these are the hardships that he went through. And this is how he overcame. And it's like, I'm very grateful if that's the case. But it's like, damn, that shit really hits home. It's like at a point where it's like, man, I'm not someone that is very outspoken on their feelings. Like, I'm not gonna talk to you about my feelings. I'm not going to let you in like that. Like, I'll give you a little gist, like a little but to give you the full lowdown or anything like that, I could never be that vulnerable. And it's really just a defense mechanism. I really just don't have a great relationship with that. Like, I feel like it's just me being open to being let down at the end of the day. And that's just something that I'd rather not do. Why would I give you the opportunity to let me down when I could just expect nothing of you? I could just expect you to do whatever you want, and I could take whatever you do as that. You know, like, wow. And if through time, you know, you get closer to me, 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 that's something that's natural. I feel like I'm just not someone that, I mean, I am at work, so I'm like, you know, I still gotta peep. I'm a security guard. Gotta, you know, stay on my P's and Q's. But as I was saying, what was I saying? As I was saying, I'm at fucking work. I'm at work right now, trying to make this money, and I'm trying to do this podcast too, because I'm a multitasker, and I'm supposed to be talking about my mental emotional processes. So let me get back to that. What was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about how I don't really open up, and it takes time. And well, yeah, that's really the case. Like, I feel like, I don't know, when people get close to me, they just kind of, I feel like they do like weird stuff. Like, I don't know, they just don't move how I would move, you know? And I'm not really the person to like say anything, because it's like, that's how you want to move, you know? I'm not someone to tell my friend, this is what you need to do. Like, it's like, if we're supposed to be friends, we're friends, you know? And if we're not, and you show me something that I wouldn't do to a friend, then it's like, hey, probably not gonna be your friend. We'll be cool, but I'm not about to be your bud or anything. I'm not about to be, you know, I don't really want to kick it, nothing like that. Like, I genuinely have no beef with anybody. If you have beef with me, then hey, you must be beefing with yourself. But I don't have beef with anybody. I feel like it really wastes my own mental. Like, the mental place that I'm in, I feel like I'm exhausted. I am truly drained. I feel like mentally, you know, I just keep it pushing day by day, but it's like, life has been hitting pretty hard. I'm not gonna front. Life has been giving it to me. Life has been giving me the wooden paddle, and I'm not gonna act like I haven't, you know, done some stuff for myself to put me in positions that, you know, cause unfortunate events. But it's like, even when I don't put myself in positions, it's like, damn, somebody got it out for me for sure. It's like, man. And it sucks when you have that like thought process, because I like honestly end up blaming everything on the world, and I can't really do that. I have to like learn to look more at myself, look more at what I'm controlling, because at the end of the day, I am controlling all of this stuff. At the end of the day, everything that's happening to me is within my control. It's like, and if I can't control it, I've honestly come to a point where it's like, if it's out of my control, what can I do? You know, like it's something like, what can you really do in that situation when you could have done nothing? There is nothing you could have done to change the outcome. All you could do is feel some type of way, really. And me, I don't even personally do that. Like, it might not be good. Who cares? We'll deal with it later. uh, but it's like, when something happens, it's more so like I don't really feel anything. I'm like very desensitized, and it's scary, but not scary because it really helps me get through a lot of stuff. It comes out more so in creation. Like, I write poetry, I write songs, I might write like a short story, or I feel like it'll probably even come out here now because I'll just be talking and you'll see the raw emotions that come out. You'll see the Nas that I'm just talking to myself. This is me talking to myself right now. This is me looking at myself, just like vocalizing what's on my mind. Like, Nas, what do you want to eat today? I'm supposed to go out to breakfast. So it's like, bottomless mimosas, that's what I need. Don't care where I eat. Because bottomless mimosas is always going to have me lit. Shout out to my parents for taking me to Prohibition for my 21st and getting me fucked up on bottomless mimosas. And now I am addicted. And I plan to go for my second time ever. But carrying on, I feel like I am someone who I've never really fit in. Like, in a way where, and people might be like, what did he say? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, no, stop it. Like, yeah, I fit in, blah, 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 blah. Like, I fit into the demographics. I fit into the group. People fuck with me like that. I can hang out with people, have, different blah, 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 blah. But I never, like, fit in, so to speak. Like, I never had a set spot. Like, there's no plate. Like, I'm not a puzzle piece. I'm not a puzzle piece. I feel like I am the puzzle. I'm the entire puzzle. I'm all the pieces in one. I'm all the pieces. So it's like, wherever I go, I take a little bit of piece and I'm like, I'll input this one here. Then I'm like, thank you. Go about my merry way. Take another piece, input this one here. Boom. Thank you. Shoot, could be the Gemini in me, but I think it's really because I'm a people person. I'm really just easy to get along with, in the sense of I just have a cool personality. I don't give a fuck about what you do as long as you're cool about it. Like, let's say you're passionate about something, I would love to hear you talk about it. You could be passionate about killing rats. Bro, what tools do you use to kill that rat, bro? You cut its head off and keep him? That's hella weird, but you do that shit and you're cool about it. So it's like, that's hella dope to me. I'm not someone that's gonna judge anybody for anything. If anything, I'll judge you if you're not doing anything. I'll judge you for being boring. If you're boring, I'm gonna be like, bro, you're really wasting my time. You're wasting my time and energy because you're not even entertaining my life. You're not adding any substance. You're not giving any definition. Like, you're just passing time. And I'm at a point in my life where I want to experience. I'm all about experiences. I don't give a fuck. I will pay for the experience. Like, cause later on in life, that shit's not guaranteed. And for me, I've been in a couple just close calls. So it's like, I truly don't have that same, like, later on in life, I have some goals. Yes, I have a goal to have a family and stuff. I have a goal to have kids and stuff. But I'm not going to wait till later in life to travel. I'm not going to wait till later in life to, blah, 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 because none of that shit's guaranteed. What if the place I want to travel to is underwater by then and I never got to see it because I wanted to wait till I was 30 and financially stable? Like, yeah, to each his own. That's just not how I'm gonna live my life, and I'm not gonna judge somebody else who lives it a different way. Personally, it's like whatever makes you happy, but this is what's gonna make me happy, and you need to not judge me. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm someone that for sure will chase the experience. Like, I'm trying to go to Hard Summer, well, not Hard Summer, Rolling Loud this year. Rolling Loud 2022 Miami is about to go crazy because Future is headlining with Ye and Kendrick. Future alone was great. Future alone was already a must-see for me because he could possibly bring Drake out just at the, and hand in hand. But then it's like Ye's gonna be there. Headlining? And Kendrick? Take my fucking money. What? I need to see them all. Yeah, you don't want to listen to artists you could listen to in your car. You listen to those artists in your car dreaming about listening to it live because you know that it being live is gonna be way different. I be whipping the whip, like any whip I'm in, blasting music. I imagine I'm turned. I'm imagining I'm listening to that shit live. Like, I'm imagining I'm in front of the concert usually. Like, shit, hop up out, like, like something lit. I am always just, I don't know, music has a very special place in my heart, and I would always prefer to see it live. I'll never turn down an opportunity to go see something live. Like, the artists I want to see live right now, I've never seen anybody live. Actually, I saw Blue Bugs. They didn't really do nothing crazy. It wasn't like, whatever. It was a little rinky-dink, not gonna lie. But other than that, I haven't seen nobody live. Like, I need to see Drake. I need to see Future. I need to see Janae. I'm about to see Janae. Okay, so pause right here. Me and my girl about to go to Smoking Grooves. Literally, not this Saturday, but the next, March 19th. And it's about to go crazy. Because, oh my God, we already got so much in store, man. Tell me why I'm about to see Nas, the nigga that I'm named after, the greatest rapper of all time, and he's still dropping gems today. Till this day, he's still dropping gems. Precious gems, too. He's not missing. I'm about to see Nas. Janae. I need a fucking better camera. Janae. Erykah Badu. The Roots. Can you believe it? Miguel. Smino. Oh yes. Raven Lene. Let's get it. Oh my. You don't get it though. Like, I've never been to a festival, a concert, no anything. So the fact that this is about to happen is insane to me. The fact that this is about to happen is so monumentous. Like, I need to get a disposable camera, take it with me, because storage on my phone is not about to be able to keep up. Like, I wish I had a video camera or something to record, because this is going to be the experience of a lifetime. Like, hold on, let me really go to the lineup for you guys so I can really tell you. Oh my God. Like, really look. Erykah Badu, Nas, The Roots, Miguel, Janae, the internet, Steve Lacy, what? Sid, come on now. Flying Lotus, Kamasi Washington, Thundercat, Let's get it. Tori Imoy. Sir, Little Dragon, Hiatus. I don't know if it's. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Music Soul Child. Oh my god. India R.E., Macy Gray, Angie Stone, Lila James, Talib Kweli, Roy Ayers, Dad Prez, Slum Village, Dwell, Joy K. I already told you about Raven Lene. Phony People, Fushi, Yusuf Daves, Goldpool, Free Nationals, Bilal, Charlotte Day Wilson, Domi and JD Beck, Jelani R.A. He's fire. I'm not going front. Blue Exile, Unusual Demont, and Daydream Mozzie. So I know a group of people on this list. I know about Daydream Mozzie. I know about Jelani R.A. I've heard a little bit of Unusual Demont. I hope I'm not pronouncing these names wrong. They'll probably like hate me. I feel like people should have like the pronunciation next to their names if they want it to be pronounced correctly and they know it's low-key a hard name. Anyways, that's just my opinion. Obviously, I listened to Raven Lene. A little Roy Ayers here and there. I don't listen to Lee Crowley. I'm not going front. Music Soul Child, of course. And then everybody else. Smino, can you believe it? Like, seeing these people live is going to be crazy, man. I'm going to be obviously lit as fuck. Like, it's Smoking Groove, so you know what the fuck is going on. I just pray the weather's going to be great. I already have this fit I'm wearing, so basically I'm bringing back PF Flyers. You heard it here first from Nasir Jackson, the fucking first. PF Flyers, I'm bringing you guys back. You should sponsor me if you want to. I'll do a whole ad for you guys and everything. Get in tune. But all right, done promoting myself. But probably some PF Flyers, and I have like this vision of these like corduroy burgundy trouser pants, but I just need to find them. Hopefully I get them before obviously the date, and I've been throwing a little nice tank top. My body been looking good lately. I've been working out, and probably just a nice shirt or something simple. Probably wear a headband, do something different, be a little adventurous. I just want to change it up a little. I've been changing my style lately. At first, if I'm keeping it a whole stack with you, I had no style. I did not care about how, actually, it's not that I didn't have style. I never gave a fuck about what I would wear. Like, it wasn't like I was trying to impress anybody, I didn't even want to impress myself. It was like I was focused on sports. Niggas would go to school. Like, niggas would have to walk home. Niggas wanted to be comfortable. I wore some joggers and some SBs. And some Vans. Some Chuckalos. If I brought my pictures back up from high school, my high school fits and stuff, freshman and sophomore year were atrocious. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I would just roll out of bed literally 20 minutes before and just go to school. No cap. Because I feel like at that point in my life, I was really just didn't give a fuck. I felt handsome. No one could tell me otherwise. I had confidence. And no clothes could really make or break me. I'll wear some shit and tell you this shit is fly. I remember distinctly, I had a Jamaica shirt. And that shit, I would wear that shit religiously. Because that shit was fly to me. And no one could tell me otherwise. I even had a yearbook picture in it. That shit was so hard. But that's all I'm saying. I feel like I've graduated though. And now I'm taking fashion seriously. I'm not going out in a bad fit. People are not looking at me as worst dressed anywhere. I'm coming for best dress wherever I go. What Abel you say? He said, huh? I'm feeling. Hold on, I'm about to play the song. Fuck the bullshit. Huh? You whispering all? Oh, huh? She whispering all in my ear. She thinking about what I should wear. Any appearance, I'm pulling up 5 and there's no cameras there. I don't know mans, I swear. Rari's and lambs, I swear. My life is a movie, my wrist is a chandelier. Like, come on now. That nigga had me turned. When he said that, I was like, that's my anthem. It's my anthem for the rest of life. Any appearance, I'm pulling up fly. Fly as fuck. No one's stopping me. Why? Because I ain't never gonna have a picture taken of me or someone take a picture and be like, this nigga's a bum. What do you mean by no? I'm looking fly as fuck. And I know it. Because if I know I'm looking fly, if I walk out the house, I'm looking fly as fuck. And if you don't think so, personally, I don't give a fuck. But I know I'm looking fly. And like lately I've really been into just pieces that speak to me. Like they have to be very nice quality. Like if it has like a shimmery gloss to it or something, I'm messing with it. Like of the material, I don't know what that material is called, but it's like super soft. It feels amazing on my skin. That's all I gotta say. But that's where I'm going towards. Hopefully I can, share my vision with you guys more explicitly, because right now I don't really have a lot of the pieces that I want. Right now I'm a very you'll see me with a sweatshirt or a hoodie, some nice kicks, some jeans. You'll see me with some shorts or something. Like I'll be looking good, but it's like nothing too crazy. Like you're not gonna be like, oh damn, like where'd you get that? Like, but I'm gonna put that shit on. You're gonna look at it and be like, damn, like he's rocking now. Like I wear my stuff very well. But moving on, I feel like I'm just going on and on. I actually like I like talking to you guys. This is really gonna like help me just so much. I've been putting this off for a long time just because I didn't feel like I was in the right place to do so. Like I was never really able to commit to anything. Like I've been having trouble with a lot of things, like school, wasn't able to do it, couldn't commit to it. Sports, wasn't able to do it, couldn't commit to it. Like the only thing I've really been committed to is my relationship. So it's like that's very pitiful, honestly. That's not something that someone should be proud about. Like I'm more than my relationship, and it's just time for me to start showing that at this point. And yeah, I feel like I've been very lackadaisical. And the only person to blame is me at the end of the day. I can look myself in the eyes and be like, yeah, like this is on you. This is what you did to yourself. This is the position that you got yourself in. So it's like, hey, time to get yourself out. No other way to look at it, Like, yeah, different things might have happened, but it's like the bounce back is always on you. Like you are the main person in your life to pick you up from any struggle. You shouldn't rely on anybody except yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you're ever gonna have. And I'll forever stand on that, because even like think about this. Let's say your support system just disappears one day. They just get tired of you. Who do you have? You have a little bit of friends, of course, but even then, it's like they're not going to be able to be there in the way you might need them to be. So, look yourself in the mirror, dead ass, and tell yourself that you need to be there for yourself. You need to be your backbone. And find comfort in someone else being there for you and knowing that, they want to, they're willing to. But don't feel like you need to rely on them, because they'll let you down. And you won't ever let yourself down, because you'll always be available to yourself. Honestly. So it's like, just think about it. I feel like I had let myself down, and I was trying to blame a lot of people for mistakes that really I was just making, decisions that I was making. And it's like, you really gotta look at yourself and be like, yeah, you fucked up. You strayed away from the path. And once you accept that, that's when your life will start being different. And that's what I've been doing lately. It's a hard pill to accept. I'm not gonna front. Fuck, there's no fucking tissues. My bad. It's a hard pill to swallow. The fact that I felt like I was destined for such a different path. Like, I should be a senior this year in college, and I'm not. It is what it is. It's like, I can't compare myself to other people. Other people can't expect that of me if I just didn't do it. I mean, they could expect that of me because I was supposed to. Like, that was like the path I was on. But it's like, at the end of the day, if I didn't do it, it's like, it's life. Can't really harp on it. You know? Do something else with it. Bounce back. And that's basically what I'm doing. Like, school before was a chore. School before was something that I was doing to please other people. School before was something that I was saying I want to do because it was the right thing to say. I know the right things to say and the right moments to say it, and I've grown up to understand that really doesn't do anybody justice. It really just hurts everybody in the end, including myself. So just keeping it a buck with yourself and everybody else around you is really the best way to go. And before, I like keeping it a buck, coming out of college, it was like, coming out of high school, I had zero freedom. Like, there was like no, I wasn't the person to be out. You would not catch me out anywhere. Rarely. Like, maybe if I was with my cousins or something, but that's it. Like, me going out, it was once in a blue moon. So it was like, being in college, yeah, that shit was a movie. That shit was I made sure that shit was everything I could imagine it to be. I took advantage of every opportunity. So it was like, freedom. And no, that wasn't the best way I should have handled it. I wish I was more mature. Like, I wish I did, look at it a different way. But I can only say that now as being an adult. Like, being 21 versus being 18 and newly on my own with no rules, after coming from a super strict household. So it's like, now I'm in the middle. Now I'm I'm still the same guy. I still have the need to kind of like be free, but it's like, I do not have to do it within range. I do know I have consequences if I'm too free. Like, I don't want to mess up my life ever. I don't want to jeopardize my life to an extent of me never coming back from it. Like, that's never something you should do. Like, everybody makes mistakes, but I feel like the worst thing that could possibly happen is like, you make a mistake that you really just can't come back from. Those are the ones that eat you away. And I'm just fortunate that I haven't made a mistake like that yet. I'm fortunate that everything that's really been done to me, that everything I've ever went through, it's been able to been undone. Like, whether it's student loans, whether it's like, just dumb stuff. Honestly, dumb stuff like, what can I say? Like, falling out with people, like dumb stuff like not doing your work in class, dumb stuff like literally not going to class and waking up for parties, dumb stuff like just an idiotic life, prioritizing things that don't need to be prioritized over things that will most likely get you far in life. Like, something that you should do is really check on your priorities. and make sure that they're in order. And when they are, you will be so successful. When you put something in place, like a plan that you're actually going to follow, not a plan that, you could just tell other people to make it sound good, but a plan that you will actually follow. It really changes things. Like, I know I'm someone that I can honestly say that when people ask me a question, shoot, I try to give them the right answer. Like, especially if it's my parents or family members or something, like, yeah, I try to give them the right answer. Like, I wouldn't never want to let anybody down. But I've also come to learn, it's like, if they're let down with you just being where you're at in life, it's like, hey, that's how they feel. It shouldn't affect you. It's like, who cares? And gaining that mindset has really done a lot for me. It's really pushed me forward. It's really given me that, honestly, that ego boost. That's like, look, go do your shit. Who gives a fuck, Nas? Who gives a fuck? You have a goal, go knock that shit out. You need to do it eventually. So, and it's not gonna get done sitting on your ass. So what? What you gonna do? It's really just one of those things. Like, shoot. So, a question that I have in here, like I said, I be going on whatever. So what am I doing in life currently? Currently in life, I'm starting this podcast. This podcast is really going to be a passion of mine, and I'm going to be putting my all into this. I plan to get a better camera, better computer, so I can really edit and stuff, and really like do my due diligence and give this what I feel like it deserves. This obviously is just the epilogue episode, and I'm just starting off. I just want to, put myself out there, see what's up. Like, I don't really care. This is more so for me to look back on and see where I'm gonna really escalate to, because the success is coming. It's really imminent, and not imminent, or maybe imminent. What I really mean is it's inevitable. Like, I feel like the people that have met me in my life just know that, I don't know, I'm just a special person. And this is not like me being egotistical right now or narcissistic. Like, yes, at times I am, but right now it's really just like, there's been many people, like even strangers, that have just been around me, and they're like, man, you're really gonna be somebody. And I'm like, damn. Like, it really makes me sit back, and I feel like I'm really, like, every time I reach a new milestone, it's for everybody that I ever come across that told me that they know what I'm gonna be. Like, and this is this is something that I feel like has been a long time coming. Like, I'm so happy I'm here. I'm so happy that I'm doing this. This is really like me. Talking, I could talk for hours to anyone about anything. I could listen as well. I could converse with people. Like, this is that shit. But this, like, what I'm doing in life currently is putting my all into everything that I do. Putting my all into school, working out, my relationship, being a better friend, being a better son, being a better sibling, big brother. Like, anything I do, I'm doing 100%. I'm trying to build new hobbies. I'm trying to learn how to cook a little better. I'm really just trying to become a super well-rounded person, so I can say that I really did everything that I wanted to in this life. I don't ever want to say I missed out on something. Why do I want to say I missed out on something when I had the opportunity to get it? Like, let that sink in. When you have the opportunity to go and get it if you want, why are you going to miss out on it? Like, really make that make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, if you can go get it and you think you can go get it, go get it. It's all about what you think about yourself. It's all about believing in yourself. And I'm someone that's going to believe in myself until the very end. There's no one that can stop me. Like, honestly, I've been watching something else I'm doing in life currently. I've been watching Netflix. I've had a lot of free time, just working security, and just, really just plotting down different ideas, writing different things, watching different shows, watching different podcasts. Like another podcast, side note, another podcast that really inspired me, $1 million Worth of Game, and I Am Athlete, or yeah, I think I Am Athlete. Both of those podcasts, because they just are very real, and they're people that I fuck with. So it's like listening to them talk about real issues and just real situations, and just them seeing them be themselves, it really just pushes me to, shit, do this too. Like, no, obviously I don't have the same platform as them, but I want to be that on a local level. I want to be that and give people a voice that don't really have a voice, that don't even think they have a voice. It's like, nah, yes you do. Here I am. I am the one for you. I'm going to give you everything you need. Just let me rack your brain. And that's what this is going to be. This is going to be, honestly, just a love child of so many different things coming together. Like even the art that you guys are about to see. Jesse did that. The homie Jesse did that. Been my homie since freshman year. Thick and thin, Like, always been the bro. Always had my back. Like, never really done me like wrong or anything. So it's like, that's forever loyalty. And that's really all I've ever asked. We've always been real with each other. Never gonna stray away. It's like, that's all you really gotta do. Like, no, we don't always have to talk. Like, I'm really not that kind of friend. I'm not a friend that is gonna talk to you every day. Might not even talk to you every week, but I'll for sure be down to, have a sesh or something. Like, we can have a sesh, or, we could link up. I'm really not the friend to text anymore. Like, I'm really like a person that we can link and we could talk. Or like, you could FaceTime me or something. Like, even then, I don't even FaceTime people. Like, I don't talk to people. I don't talk to anyone except my girl, really. Like, and if I don't be talking to her, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm listening to music. So it's like, man, very, very, focused right now. I've been a very, 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 like, tunnel vision mindset. So I'm hoping to break out of it, genuinely. And to do that, maybe like put in a little bit more effort, but I don't think I'm in the place to do that right now. Maybe given a little bit more time, then I could, like, I just feel like I don't like to be too available for people, because I know what type of energy that I put out, and I would rather not be taken advantage of. That's really all it is. So it's like, when you need me, I'm there. If you want to link, I'm there. But I'm never going to, I don't know, I'm just not always going to hit you up. Probably won't, unless, I see something and I'm like, oh, dang, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not, and it's like no bad blood, Like, I'm really, it's really just how I am. I'm not, I'm a solid friend. I'm not that, oh, yeah. I'm just a solid friend. You could invite me to your birthday party or something. Like, we probably didn't even talk that whole year. And I'll be like, oh, shit, I'll be there. And I wouldn't see it as anything weird. It's just like, oh, like, we're still cool. I don't know. I personally don't need to talk to anybody every day or every week or even every month. It's like, we'll check in when we need to, check in when it's important. And shoot, when we check in, it'll be like no time has passed. It'll be like, damn, shit, you been on that? Damn, well, this is what I'm on. And then it's like, we're on the same shit again. So, also, what I'm doing is I'm going to school right now. I want to be a psychologist. Plan to be a psychologist, industrial organizational psychologist. And basically what that is I want to be in the business side of psychology. Like, I'll basically be dealing with business morale. People in the company will come and talk to me about just, how they're feeling regarding maybe coworkers, regarding their mental, like, when coming into work, or maybe regarding the workspace, and just give me the little rundown. I feel like that is such a fun job. and it's still in the business aspect of part of things, but I'm still just talking to people rather than dealing with a whole bunch of like data and blah 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 and things like that. And of course, I'll still be dealing with data and statistics and stuff, but it'll be more so regarding people, and I don't have a problem with that. It's really statistics that I'm gaining, you know, and I have about 6 years until I'm really in that lifestyle. So hopefully in 6 years you guys see me there, and I'm telling you guys I'm, you know, about to start working at somewhere, maybe Google, maybe Amazon or something, and maybe even Apple, and I'm in my bag. But that's the goal right now. But the short-term goal is to knock these classes out at community and transfer hopefully to the East Coast, either to the East Coast or HBCU. We'll choose within these next 2 years, whatever is looking right for the like that time in life. You know, like I feel like, you know, life is so fluctuating that you can't really make like too many long-term decisions, but you can have a lot of long-term options. You know, you can have a lot of things that you have set in place just in case this, and that's normal. That gives you a sense of security. You feel good. You feel safe. You know, and well, at least when I don't have that, I don't feel like I'm safe or anything. I just feel like, where's my life going? Like, it's really just going downhill. Like, I don't know where I'm going after this. And having that sense of direction, or that idea of where you're gonna end up or where you're gonna bounce off to, it's really calming. It's really grounding, and it really does something for your mental that I feel like takes you to the point of, you know, achieving exactly what you want, because you can see something that's ahead. You're basically walking towards it, and that's what the step by step is, and that's where I'm at in life. I'm really just trying to make the most money I can right now, and that's why I'm working this job. I work a day job too at the library in San Bernardino, but this night shift is like, might as well. I don't be sleep, so I might as well go to work and make some money. Like, I don't see anything else as like I can go to work and do my work and stuff, do my homework, and it's really like I have the best of both worlds. I'm making money while making money for my future as well. That's how I see it. I'm making all the money in the world right now. Oh, goddamn. Like, I'm doing it. Why is bro cleaning, like, bro's cutting the grass at 1 a.m.? Hold on. Let me see. I should have paused it. Alright, back from the brief intermission, man. I just had a traumatic event. Like, what the fuck? Shoot, I'm in the bathroom pissing. I see a roach and I scream. And that's like, what the there's no one else in here. I'm just looking around, just peeing. And I look down and this roach is staring at me. So yes, I scream, and I feel like I scared the roach. That shit scurried away dumb quick. But damn, I don't know. I hate roaches. It's like, ew, what do you even exist for? Like, same thing with flies. What the fuck do you do on this earth? You maggot? Don't like it. But anyways, So why did I want to start a podcast? Like, niggas just start. I saw a tweet that said niggas start a podcast when they feel like they failed in life, and I low-key felt offended. I'm not gonna front. Like, what you mean when they failed in life? Like, I feel like I'm starting a podcast because I'm really getting dedicated. I'm finally like starting to see my worth. I'm finally starting to see where I'm actually going. I'm seeing the path really open up, and I'm on it. I'm riding it right now. So it's like, this podcast is nothing like that. It's not because of anything else. It's not a trend. This is a journey that we're all going to take together. This is a journey that we're all going to take together as a community. Hopefully we build into a family, and then, we just become unbreakable. And that's what it is. But why I wanted to start a podcast, I talked about it a little earlier, but to touch on it a little deeper is, I don't really feel heard. Like, growing up, I don't feel like my voice was really like heard or anything. Like, my perspective wasn't really taken into account. It was always like somebody else's way or no way. And I never really respected that. If I'm keeping it above, like, I can't ever respect that. I can't respect you only saying something some way and never even like adjusting or trying to, or taking out the time to listen to someone to, maybe so you can open your mind. It's like, that's really odd of you. It's showing some underdevelopment, and it's like, I've never been that person. I've been a person that been very outspoken. I've always been very outspoken. I've always been a people person. I've always been someone that I just like to talk. I like to talk for hours. I'll talk to you about anything. I'll talk your ear off. And I like to research about different things. I'm curious. I'm nosy. I like to know about everything. Like, I'll be asking you questions you never thought somebody would ask you. Shit, I'll ask you what your mom thinks about your girlfriend. Nah, like the real, like, or something like that. Like, how's your mom and your girlfriend's relationship, and how do you think that affects you? Or some shit like that, like, like, just because it's like, that's some real shit, because I be thinking about that, like, personally. I don't know, like, my inspiration is more so like real life, my inspiration is real life conversations that people just have on a day-to-day when they're just talking, like. But for me, I would rather get on a deeper level. That's more so. My inspiration is intimate connection. Like, that's why I want to start this podcast. Intimate connection and display of authentic personalities. Because I don't feel like it's really displayed anymore. I feel like it's overshadowed by, very trendy stuff. It's like, what about the people that are weird? Like, what about the people that are like dead ass weird? Like, these people, they'll be canceled if they were like exposed for the shit that they really fuck with, Like, those are the people I want to get to know and have on here and really just introduce to the world, in a sense of like, or the people that are, you already know, but I want to show you a different side of it. That's like, different things like that is what I want to bring. Like, that's why I wanted to start a podcast. I wanted to dip my feet into, the podcasting thing, and be just a new voice, be a new face, be a fresh energy, be a enigma, honestly, be the enigma, be one to just bring everybody together. And personally, that's who I am. Wherever I'm at is good vibes. Can't say anything else. Like, and I want to bring good vibes to this podcast. So, the name. The name Talk to Me was honestly just came up with in the moment. It's like something that I've said like my whole life, like, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Like, if something happens, I'm like, or I don't know, it's just like instinctive saying I do. So it's like, it was only right for it to be just called Talk to Me Entertainment. TTM. T2M. 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 Entertainment. Entertainment, because in the future I want to turn this into like an entertainment thing. But that's for future ideas. It's just the building blocks. But right now, just this focusing on the podcast. And Talk to Me is just like about, I'm here for you. Like, I'm here for you. Talk to me. Or you could see it as, shoot, talk to me. Like damn, you really did that. Like, talk to me. Like, shit. Like, I see it as a whole bunch of just other stuff. Like, there's so many ways you can use talk to me. Like, there's like talk to me, or or like talk to me, or like, and I'm saying like talk to me in the sense of like talk to me in the sense of like, damn, blah 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 blah, or I don't know. It's really like in the moment thing that felt like it would fit, and it really flows. And I love the logo designs of it. I could work with it a lot, and it's really just to the point. It showcases everything that I want to do here, and that's just what I want. I want you to talk to me. It's really to the point, and you know, it also accompanies the like a 2, and sometimes I will add a 0 to it. Like let's say it's around my birthday. My birthday is June 20th, so it's like talk to me. Like, it's like already, you know, just in there. So sometimes the 0 will be there in there, sometimes it won't. Usually when it's just the acronym, it won't be in there. If it's the full word, like talk to me, then I'll put it in there. But other than that, it's really just a beautiful name of an organization. And I plan to take this to wherever it wants to go. This is honestly in control of itself. You guys can take it wherever you want to go. Honestly, like, there will be times where I let you control what you want me to talk about. Obviously, I'll probably stray off course with everything, but I'll for sure be taking questions and, you know, ideas, and just like, oh, what would you guys want to hear about from me? Like, whether it's like a story or something, or just different experiences, different things like that. I plan to take this into a very real place. Like, I want to always just be real with you guys. Like, right now, let's see, what's something real? What do I mean by real? Like, real means like, let's see, I have a poem for you guys. I just recently wrote this because I got into some dumb shit. This dude was doing a U-turn. Bro did a U-turn right in front of me right when I was going to work, and my car hit his. He had a black SUV. My car hit his. He scurried off, just seemingly untouched, seemingly fine, while my car was damaged. And it was just like, man, what the fuck is this? It really had me in disbelief, because it just happened March 1st. It had me in disbelief because it's like, I just got this car like barely 2 months ago. You know, like barely 2 months ago. Fresh 2 months. Been rolling around in it. And it's like, no, it wasn't like, high-tech sports car or nothing, but it was like, that's my baby. I mean, his name was Arwen. Like that was my nigga Arwen. He was you know, reliable, just cozy. Like there was nothing that could go wrong in him. But people want to be fucked up. And he didn't even give me any information, just rode off. I'm blessed enough to have full coverage, like, you know, thank you. But it's like, fuck. That shit really had me stressed. So that happened, and then I'm trying to like figure out what's going on. I pull off to the side and make sure the car's still, you know, running fine, everything. It's going good. It's okay. Nothing's really going on. So I'm like, I still need to go to work. I try to go to work, right? So when I got into the accident, the latch of the hood was already messed up, and it was being held down by a strap. So therefore, when I got into the accident, my bumper came off, so that was already done for, and some stuff was pushed in, like the framework and stuff. So it was like, oh, okay, whatever. But what I didn't really notice is that the hood latch thing came off, because the hood was kind of dented. So it was like, it wasn't coming up. I was driving a little bit, it didn't come up. So I'm not thinking anything of it. Here I am on the freeway, right? I'm on the freeway, I'm driving. Shoot, I'm picking up a little bit of speed, barely. Like barely starting to step on the gas, like shoot, not even in the far lanes. I'm in the lane closest to the right. Mind you, that's what speed I'm picking up. Like barely getting onto the freeway speed. And then the wind picks up, pushes up my hood, smacks it into the fucking windshield, breaks that shit. I'm literally like distraught. I'm on the freeway like, bro, I can't even see. I put my head out the window, try to pull over to the side, to put my emergency lights on and stuff, and I'm like, bro, what is going on in my life today? Like, what the fuck is this? What is this? Who has it out for me? Somebody has it out for me. Someone doesn't want me to succeed. Someone really, like, you know, they really cast spells on me and they succeed. They they always fall through. Like, whoever doesn't want me to be happy for long periods of time, you be doing your thing. But you don't be winning, but you be getting me off my rocking horse, for real. Cause I was triggered highly. I was very upset. And it prompted me to write this poem, which is really inspired by another incident in which I was driving at night and I crashed, and I don't even remember. I just fell asleep at the wheel, and I honestly don't know how I lived through that. Like, I woke up in the crashed car. Like, mind you, it's in the barricade. Like, it's over the barricade in the bushes. And it's like I walk out. Like, literally walk out on my 2 feet. Only thing I have is like a gash on my right knee. And it's like I literally walk out onto the freeway. Highway patrol pulls up. They're looking at me incredulous. Like, you okay? Like, I'm like, yeah. I'm low-key just stunned and awe. I'm just waking up. I'm just waking up. Like, what's going on? Like, you know, like I'm very grateful for my life. And I just really look back at moments and I'm like, man, it really can all be taken away so quickly. So you just gotta live your life. But that being said, I have a poem right here that just kind of just shows where my mental was at in that moment. So, gotta get in my persona. Invincibility is a myth. Or is it? I suppose if anyone was to question, it'd be me. I shouldn't be here. But here I am, taking in air. Grateful, but confused. I drown my feelings in booze and blues. Are you okay? No. I'm invincible. See? And for me, I just wrote that because it's like, no, I'm not invincible, of course. And no, I'm not okay. Like, mentally, I'm in a place where it's like, I'm good. Like, but overall, I'm hanging on by a string. Like, it might take, like, one little wild thing to push me over. Like, something crazy happening in my life. Like, God forbid everything, you know? Like, that's where I'm at. It's like, because for me, and I'll probably take it with a grain of salt. I'll probably take it very desensitized. I'll probably, like, you know, keep moving as I do, but I know inside of me something will be just missing. Like, and that's what I'm feeling more so. Like, now I don't really have a lot of emotions to a lot of things. Like, it's just kind of like shit happens to me and I'm like, damn. This time was a little crazier than last time. Really as simple as that. And that's really it. So how often do I plan to drop episodes? I hope to drop episodes, you know, every 2 weeks. So, like, let's say if I drop today, drop in 2 weeks, so that's the 14 days. Be the 25th. So I'll probably drop on the 25th and, you know, have my editing stuff done by then and see what's up. So, but that's what I'm shooting for. I really want to try to drop every 2 weeks because it's what I can actually put real content in. I will have a lot to say, you know? And I want to be able to say a lot because I want to be interesting. I plan to watch these too. Like, I don't just plan to drop these and never watch them again. I plan to look back on these and be like, damn, like, yeah. I plan to be one of my favorite podcasts. Like, I'm, you know, like, it's not nothing like, oh, this is for fun. This is for fun, and, like, I just want to, you know, I don't know, just make it happen. How do I plan to be a unique podcast? So, there's a Japanese saying that, and it goes like this. The Japanese say you have 3 faces. The first face you show to the world. The second face you show to your close friends and your family. The third face you never show anyone. I plan to be a unique podcast by showing you bits of my third face. The face that no one else sees. You will see me in my thoughts. Maybe talking to myself with my eyes closed, walking myself through a situation, just pushing myself to succeed or something. Or maybe, me dealing with a meltdown or something. Like, anything can happen when I'm on the camera, you know? So it's like, I plan to set myself apart by just being myself. There's no one like me. It's really just as simple as that. There's no one that I've ever met that is like me. It's also, something I always plan to ask anybody that's on the show is like, what does no one know about you? Like, like, what does no one know about you? Like, what's like a hidden talent you have? Because for me, I feel like people don't know that. People don't know that I'm a poet or a writer or anything like that. People don't. I feel like people look at me and they judge me as like, oh, Nas, the athlete, and it's like, that's cool, like, but that's just a phase, Like, I'm really way more than an athlete. I'm way more than some attractive dude. I'm attractive, I know. Like, I'm way more than like any of that. Like, I'm the embodiment of everything. I have so many attributes, and a lot of people don't know because they just don't know me. So I feel like showing that off is something that I plan to do as well, and I want other people to show it off as well, because I'm someone that makes assumptions off people based off what they look like too. It's human instinct. Yes, if you're like, what? I'm not thinking you're on some other stuff. I'm not. I'm not gonna assume that. It's just not gonna happen. It's just I'm sorry. It's the trend is it doesn't follow that. And that's okay. So I know that I probably take some people off guard because I don't even come off as that type of person. But in reality, I am educated black man, and I plan to become even more educated. Something that I plan to do as well is have this thing called Ponder Pond. And Ponder Pond is basically going to be all the random things that really come to your mind. And I'm probably going to have, it'll probably be like a 15-minute segment of just randomness. Like, and I only do it with the people that are on the show, though. If I do it for myself, that'll probably be the whole episode or something like that. But Ponder Pond is going to be something that, just a little category on the show that people can look forward to, something that, that I'm going to do maybe in the end, maybe just to like give a guide or something. Just, who knows, probably have different ways of going about it, but that's for sure something that I'm adding. And also talking about conspiracy theories, because there's some crazy shit that's out there. And something I really want to go talk about is how the government revealed that we've been in contact with extraterrestrial things, but no one's been talking about it. Like, that's not real news. But I'm gonna talk about it because that's fascinating as fuck. That's real life aliens. We know they exist. I've always known they exist. I've never thought it was a myth. It wasn't a conspiracy to me. And it's not even really a conspiracy theory. It's really like real facts now. But it's obviously conspiracy theories like that, like mermaids. I believe in mermaids. It's like the ocean's too big for them not to be alive. Ocean be going down to the dark depths. There's probably a whole other ocean under there. Like, who knows, Who are you to say that there's no mermaids? Like, come on now. But my favorite part of was gonna be like a per episode take that's, like a just a unique scene on here, will be my musical takes. Like, my musical takes per episode will be about, for one, up and coming artists that fell past their prime, or they just don't really do it anymore. Like, they try it, but then they're not hits anymore. Artists that are really mediocre, that are really overhyped, in my opinion, of course. And then the best song that dropped from all genres, because like I said, I want to be open-minded, and I'm trying to, I really want to branch out into different music. I've been listening to alternative a lot lately. I've been listening to Afro beats a lot lately. I've been listening to some UK music, for sure. heavy on the reggae. But all that stuff is just, you know, I'm trying to open my mind to everything. So look forward to, my musical takes, my opinions on what's happening in the world today. And, it will be pretty interesting to talk about because music today is very divided, and the people that like music, there's obviously everybody likes certain music, like, and you can like multiple types of music, but there's from what I'm not noticing, there's, oh, that music trash and I like this one, or that music trash and I like this one, and it's like, we're gonna get into all of that. And we're gonna talk about who's really trash and who's really just not even gonna be here in like 2 years, like, and we know that it's really just a trend for right now. So we're gonna be talking about all of it, and I'm super excited to kind of like, just embark on the journey with you guys. This is honestly like the only thing that I like. This is like mine, This is like my thing that I'm creating, something that I'm putting my all into, putting my heart into. And the last thing I put my heart into something was probably like sports, when I was super committed to that. So it's like, I'm just ready to have a whole bunch of fun, genuinely. So just to get everything started off, we're going to wrap it up with starting off an episode, basically. And we'll talk about, where did I see myself 4 years ago? Am I there? And where do I see myself 4 years from now? So 4 years ago, I saw myself, honestly, I don't even know where I saw myself 4 years ago. Like, it for sure wasn't here. I for sure saw myself in college, at a university, not in California, about to graduate, honestly. Probably doing something like acting, modeling, or something like that. So yeah, what I saw for myself 4 years ago, I didn't really put the effort that I should have in. I didn't stay true to the course. I got distracted. I got lazy, and I just gave up, honestly. Sad to say. Like, I'm sitting here, and since I have to be truthful, it's like, yeah, I gave up. And got sat on my ass really quick. And I got humbled. It was a very humbling experience that I feel like if I didn't have, I wouldn't have become the person I am today, genuinely. So I feel like experiencing that was needed, and I'm a better person because of it. I needed to take some time away and reassess what I think life is supposed to be. Because what life was supposed to be to me 4 years ago wasn't what life is today. Life 4 years ago was like, I really had a different perspective on a lot of things. I just wanted to get as far away as possible from everyone, because I didn't feel like I belonged, and I was tired of it. I didn't see it as like a positive thing anymore. It was just like, I'm ready for something new. Like, I'm ready to kind of just experience something new, something brand new, something that I can just, be interested in. And I did. I got that in Chicago. Really got integrated into a whole new life. And it was cool out there. I was chilling, honestly. But yeah, I'm not where I saw myself 4 years ago. And I feel like that's something that people just have to understand. Like, sometimes what you see for yourself doesn't happen. It happens in a better way. It happens the way it's supposed to happen. And I'm done questioning anything, because if I put the effort in, it'll happen like it's supposed to happen, So it's all about putting the effort in. Like, one thing I can really tell you is, obviously don't procrastinate, but it's like, do it when you feel like it's the right time. That's really all I can say. In anything, do it when you feel like it is the right time, because there's not going to be a better time than when you feel like it's right. Like, if someone else tells you to do it, obviously it's not going to feel like the right time. If you feel forced to do it, it's not going to feel like the right time. Like, and you're not going to get it done the way that you might see fit or might be the best of your abilities. And it's like, always put your best foot forward. You don't ever want to do something knowing that that's not your best, because you're going to look back and be ashamed of your work, genuinely. Like, I know I am. I look back at a lot of things and I'm like, I could have did that way better. I could have handled that situation way better. I could have did this. I could have did that. I could have did this. I could have did that. And it's not. And no, I'm not even someone to really ponder about the past or, like, live in it or anything. But it's like, there's a lot of things I could have did better, and there's a lot of things I plan to do better because of the lot of things I could have did better. So it's like, keep your word to yourself and be better than you were in the past, and come along for this journey. Welcome to Talk to Me Entertainment.